the RX-78 2.0, 3.0 and the original version. 3 kits can be deemed as New Age 78 Gundam, since almost all the 78 have very similar outlook. Many Gunpla players are very confused of the differences among each version and hardly know which one might be his favorite or which one to buy first. So in this video, we'll together look through the shapes to find out the true characters and aesthetics of these 3 versions. Start from the foot of 2.0. First, the main structure contains 1 ball joint as the ankle and a shaft above, assorting with 2 hydraulic levers in the front and back side. The ankle moves like this. Such design is hardly to see in the newest master grades. The view from backside. With the armor on. Also, we need to mention the disadvantages. First, the ankle guard is a bit loose and when it moves, can easily push off the archery's tender armor. Secondly, the pistons are always the most exciting part of Gundam model. Every Gunpla player is more than happy to see that, but here, when you place the armor on, only the ball joint shows up rather than the pipes. Maybe the designer wanted to make it look more real that the armor should protect the pipes. Separation from the ankle guard is better, as well as the movement. The archery's tender guard seems loose, but actually it fixed better and the mobility is better. On the original, no inner frame here. The separation is okay. There's only 1 shaft can rotate in single direction. However, there are 2 tries. First, the shape. Lots of players, including me, are very fancy to such a sleeper shape. Second, the mobility. Here it adds an axle, thus the toe can rotate separately. When you pose it, it feels like the toe is pushing hardly on the ground. I can read such humanoid design could make the pose more dynamic. Not complicated design. Leg. Here the connection of foot and leg seems a little unstable, but it will be locked down after you place the armor on. In the beginning, we mentioned there are 2 joints on the foot. Here comes their function. After the armor is placed on, the ankle's mobility is limited and you may use the upper shaft to compensate the moving angle. In addition, when you twist the ankle, you will see the pipes are co-rotating with it. The linkage parts on the leg. In the knee, there is no linkage, only with 2 fake pipes, and you will see nothing special with the armor on. Though mechanically, there is a transmission rod under the knee part, which can pull the lower fake pipe. And another thing needs to be mentioned that there are textures in the inner side of the coat armor. Not all master grades have that design now. 3.0. Here you may see how the thigh and knee parts co-work. A lot of people said 3.0 felt very loose when it's armor on. Here I would like to explain 2 parts. First, the cuff armor makes many players unsatisfied. It seems could never be fixed up tightly, but I believe I can read from the structure that it is actually a split armor design. Makes the armor more functional and also looks cool. Only one negative point that it cannot close up by itself. You need to do that manually every time. Second, the back armors on the thigh. They are not designed to be fixed tightly. When they spread out, they look like the shark gills that looks so cool, and you can see the similar design on Range Rover. And then when you bend the leg, they can be pushed in by the cuff. It is very bold design at that ear, but limited by its 100 sides. People hardly notice its delicacy. The origin. The ankle guard is flexible when you're posing the leg, although it seems a bit loose. In the knee, there's a transmission rod with a very thick piston. Then move up, the front thigh armor can slide up and down. It is not a co-moving part with the knee, and it will be locked down at the maximum position. Besides, the original version has a nozzle on each cuff. Waist. Only one point here I would like to mention about is the skirt. Moving the front skirt down by using the segmented joints, then pull down the back skirt. Then you will find the maximum twisting angle of the waist. And at normal position, the skirts can move up, thus the 78 won't look like wearing a midriff bearing tops. The hip is still the old design on 2.0 and 3.0. Not big problem, only affect the posing ability. On GTO origin, a pair of coaxial rotary joints is added to improve the maximum posing ability like this. Chest. The shutters are totally separated and can co-work together. In the shoulder part, you may see the aesthetics only when you take off the armor and part of the inner frame. There's hydraulic systems hidden inside. Also, the back end of the lever can slide a little bit. Additionally, 3 coaxial rotary joints link together. When you rotate the shoulder, believe me, you will find how beautiful the mechanism is in here. Again, I have to mention the disappointing point that after you put the armor on, you won't see any pipes from any angle. Also because the upper chest armor is combined by 2 big plates, so when you raise the arm can't get close to the head. This shape design looks more 90s robot design. 3.0 added one more fake core fighter, so both the core fighter and the light can put in the same time. Here using the same shutter parts from 2.0. The structure of shoulder is more simple. Meanwhile, by collaborating with the clavicle armor, the posing ability improves and looks more humanoid. GTO. The core fighter is removed and the joint is added to help waist lifting up a short distance. Thus, the GT origin gets the best posing ability of these 3 kits. The shoulder is also using a simple design, and due to its big shoulder armor, the posing ability is a tiny little bit worse than 3.0. Neck. On 2.0, the neck gets special fake pipes hidden in the neck armor, very fabulous. 2.0 and 3.0 both have short neck and high collar that limit the maximum moving range of the head. By contrast, the GTO has a much longer neck, which makes the pose much cooler. Backpack, very simple look, less separation, can see the ball joint inside the nozzle. The skybar can fold in. Without the cover armor, it is much better looking. 3.0 has the best separation, even gets transparent parts inside the nozzle and which are movable. GTO separation is fine, with movable spoiler. Skybar can rotate the whole body. After parts review, finally we need to mention the overall stability. Start from 2.0. You may feel all the joints are sturdy, except the lower joint of the waist, since it needs to load the core fighter. The connection of this part is not as sturdy as other parts. Also, the posing ability of the waist is very limited. Meanwhile, the good point is there's not much mobility of the waist, so the upper body won't easily drop off. From here, you may find that the main joints on 3.0 are not too bad as most people say. However, very importantly, the joints on the waist and the hip are very soft. They affect the whole structure's stability badly. Besides, when you shake it, you will hear the sounds from these unfixed tiny armors. They intensify the feeling of its looseness. Fortunately, they do not affect the posing ability much. A very nice point is about the hip. When you plug in the leg, you will hear the click sound, which makes the connection very strong and hardly to fall apart. The stability of GTO is between 2.0 and 3.0, not as tight as 2.0. You will feel very comfortable when posing it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If it helps, please like the video, get subscribed. Thanks for watching. Please enjoy the aesthetics of these 3 brilliant RX-78.
まだ怒りに燃える闘志があるなら巨大な敵を撃てよ